So looks like a new Men of War game has been announced. 3 days ago this Men of War 2 release trailer hit, and this will be my first view of it, because I did start watching it and I thought, you know what, my YouTube channel's actually kind of associated with Men of War stuff, so I should do a reaction video. So I stopped about 2-3 seconds into the trailer and decided to set up a reaction vid, because I am an avid fan of Men of War. I've been playing it for like 10 years, pretty much, since 2009, a bit more than 10 years now. And this looks interesting from what I can tell so far. So the way I'm going to do this is just watch the video and then do a rerun with some deeper insights. But I won't interrupt this first viewing. Okay, so graphically, it's far superior, if that is actually the in-game graphics. It could be some renders. I doubt that's actual gameplay footage, but you never know. Oh, okay, we got aircrafts. That's cool. That was what Men of War was crying out for, really. Nice explosion effects there, good damage effects. Destructible environments. Houses getting destroyed there, which is... Ranges look good. Long range tank shells being fired there. Realistic ranges. Turret blew off. Ah, yeah, the old Katyusha rocket barrage. Cool. Okay. 2022, yeah. Interesting. So, off the bat, yeah, impressive. I mean, graphically, it looks really cool, but I always am a bit skeptical when I see graphics in trailers, because I just think to myself, is that actual in-game graphics, or are those renders CGI used for marketing purposes? But you never know. I mean, if well, let's do a replay of that vid and see what we're looking at here. Okay, let's pause it there. So, going back to what I was saying about graphics, I mean, those look awesome, those graphics, but I mean, if that's in-game, then all I can say is wow. But yeah, I'm maybe a tad skeptical for that's in-game, but who knows? I guess it's 2022, so the graphics are catching up. It's been a long time since the original came out, and technology's come a long way in terms of GPUs, etc. So well, maybe that is in-game graphics. Maybe I'm being skeptical for no reason there. But yeah, it looks super cool. Great detail there. So that's yeah, that's a good sign so far. Yeah, I mean, that looked awesome. Loads of tanks popping up over the hill. Great foliage effects as well. Nice sky effects. I mean, basically the graphics are incredible. And I mean, if those are in-game graphics, I'm unbelievably pumped for this game. So yeah, aircraft. Again, I'm a little bit skeptical for that's actual in-game footage, but who knows? But yeah, the fact that the game has aircraft, that's really exciting, because I never really found a good Men of War mod that had aircraft in. I remember there were a couple. I may be mistaken about that, actually. I may be thinking of a different game. But basically, Men of War really cried out for aircraft, and it never really had them. They've never introduced them in any kind of in any kind of like mod or download pack, like mission pack or anything like that, expansion pack. They've never really introduced them. So the fact that this game has fully fledged aircraft support, which they've obviously worked hard to achieve, because it's obviously a big front and center feature of the sequel, because it's in this preview trailer, that's really exciting to find that out. was cool. Nice bombing run there, and looked like quite a realistic kind of like graphical effects from the perspective of bombs falling down, destroying buildings, good damage effects on the rooftops, etc. And that's going to introduce a whole new element of tactics to the game. The fact you can do large scale bombing raids on particular positions, tank convoys, etc. So yeah, that's super exciting to see. I'm guessing there'll be anti-aircraft assets as well, which will introduce a completely new element to the game, having to set up anti-aircraft defences and think about defending your units from airstrikes as well as ground units. Some nice artillery cannons there. I couldn't tell what artillery pieces they were, but it looks... Yeah, I mean, artillery was obviously in Men of War, the original, but maybe what I'm hoping from Men of War 2 is that it has more of an emphasis on realistic ranges, so perhaps artillery has a much longer range. Hopefully maps also are a lot larger. Really, I kind of want it to be like Men of War with the war realism mod, because usually with Men of War games you don't really get the full experience until you download a couple of really good mods. And it does actually emphasise on the Steam page for this game that it's got full mod support, so that presumably that means it's going to have a mission editor shipping with the game, and also people will be working on mods very quickly, so hopefully we'll see a war realism mod for this. But maybe you won't need one. Maybe the game will ship with really realistic ranges and damage and all that stuff. This looks really cool. I'm liking the lack of HUD stuff, like energy bars, etc. for units. Obviously, the guys who made this trailer are the devs, so they can manipulate the game for the purposes of creating cinematic videos. But I'm really hoping that you do get the option to have no HUD and no damage, no kind of energy bars for units, etc. Mainly for the purposes of doing cinematic videos and things. So this is quite exciting, but I wouldn't want to get too hopeful that it ships with features like this. Maybe when the game is fully released, you'll see unit markers and all this stuff. But perhaps so they customize it so you won't see them, because I love seeing shots like this where there's just no visual HUD. It's all just in-game assets. It makes it just look like war footage. Really cool. Yeah, that looks amazing. That rocket strike, really cool. Katyusha barrages look good in Men of War though, but that really does look amazing and devastating at the same time. So yeah, it's all very exciting to see. Wow, yeah, okay. Well, that looks awesome. No doubt about it. I'm skeptical that the graphics will be in-game graphics, that they will look quite like that in the final game, but who knows? I mean, I guess if you have a powerful machine and you max out the graphics, why not? They're probably going for a much more ambitious game here than the original in terms of the graphics and stuff. But yeah, it looks amazing. I mean, everything's in that trailer that I would want to see, really. Aircrafts, great graphics, more of the same in terms of units and all that business. Not much of no HUD, no on-screen HUD, but perhaps we'll have that in the actual game, who knows. Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, this will be the game I upgrade my rig for next year. I'm going to do a full PC upgrade because my PC's kind of middle tier now, really. It's showing its age in certain regards, particularly with the GPU. So I will probably go for a full machine upgrade for this game. Complete, fully fledged upgrade, new monitor, new graphics card, everything, and go all out to play this game in max possible settings, because I have been waiting for this game for years. I mean, I think many of us have who are fans of the original. But yeah, this trailer looks awesome. Hopefully we'll see some more trailers over the next few months, and hopefully this game will be out in early 2022, not later, but who knows. I'm happy to wait because I want them to make a polished game that doesn't get released with loads of bugs. But this is exciting. I'm really glad they're committing to this. I must admit, I didn't even know they were making a sequel because I haven't really been looking at Men of War stuff recently. So this is really cool. And yeah, let's keep an eye out and hope for more trailers soon.